Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you what I believe to be the top 5 fitness apps of 2019. So like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you guys what I believe to be the top 5 fitness apps of 2019. And one thing I want to note about this video is I'm not going in depth for each application that I mention in this video. I'm gonna give kind of a broad understanding of why I believe it is the best fitness app of 2019 and why I personally use these apps. So the first app on this list is an app called Heavyset. Heavyset is my go-to app when it comes to fitness. If I had a choice to pick only one app of these 5 apps that I'm mentioning in this video, Heavyset would be that app. Heavyset is an app that allows you to track your weightlifting progress, and it eliminates the need for bringing in pen and paper or a notepad into the gym and trying to remember from some PDF what workout you're doing. You have the ability to go in and do any workout that you've built for yourself, or do an improvised workout where you can select workouts that are already preloaded into the app or that you've added manually yourself. The reason I love this app so much is that it has so many features with it when it comes to each lift and what I want to do with that lift. For example, I have the ability to build, let's say, a bench press, which is already preloaded into the app, but let's say I choose bench press. I have the ability to go into that workout, select how many sets I want for that workout, how many reps I want the range to be. I can do things like select the intensity of the workout to say I want to do this at 85% of my 1 rep max. You can select a time rest duration so that when you hit log after each set, it automatically sets the timer to kick for that duration. You also have the ability within the app to do things such as a tempo timer. So you can set a tempo timer to say I want to go 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, and it will actually embed into the workout that you're doing. So for the bench press, if I select a tempo timer within, it will actually give a tempo timer every time a new set starts. So if you're looking for more time under tension focused workouts, it helps you really focus on slowing down each movement so that you're not just cranking through your bench press. And one last thing I really like about the Heavyset app is that it has the ability to track your progress overall and calculate what your 1 rep max would be based off of the lifts you've been doing, based on the weight you do and then how many reps you do per set. It also tracks your overall volume that you do for each workout or each set day, and you can group those sets to basically say, for chest, here's all these workouts that fall under the chest group. So then you can see groupings of how much volume you've done over a day or over the week for each muscle group. So once again, back to the notepad analogy, you're not having to, one, write it all down and then do the math of how much volume you did or whatever you're looking for, whatever kind of goal you've set. Heavyset allows you to see all of that in one place, which is why it's easily my favorite app when it comes to fitness apps. So my next app on the list is an app called Seconds Interval Timer. So unlike Heavyset, I don't use this app every single day. I only use it when I'm doing something that requires circuit training or like a HIIT training. The primary stopwatch I use is a circuit stopwatch, but the reason I pick Seconds over other interval timers is the fact that you have the ability to build compound timers with sub-timers built into that. So what that basically means is I can build a sub-timer of whatever circuit I want to do. So let's say it's like crunches, hanging leg raises, and then planks. So those are my 3 sets that I want to do within one sub-timer. I can build out that sub-timer and then compound another sub-timer into it to say mountain climbers, V raises, and jackknives. So now I'm building this abdominal circuit where I say I want to do these 3 sets of abdominal workouts, have a specific amount of breaks in between, and then have a break between that sub-timer and the next sub-timer, and basically compound as many sub-timers as I want into one, and then run that circuit through on the actual app. And the reason this is nice is some other interval timers don't really give you that option. It kind of just has it broken out into how many intervals or cycles you're doing or how many sets you're doing of certain intervals. With the timer, it gives you a buzz in, buzz out for like a high intensity, low intensity. But unlike those other apps, Seconds allows you to actually list each exercise as whatever exercise you're doing. So like I said, you can have it actually say crunches, leg raises, and planks. So then when you're actually in the timer, doing the timer, and you're in the middle of a workout and it's kind of difficult to remember what the circuit is, especially if it's a new circuit, it's great to have that physically visible on the screen to see, okay, cool, I'm in rest, next is crunches. And you can even scroll to see what's going on through the timer ahead of time, so you can kind of get mentally prepared. So the third app that I use for fitness apps is an app called Strava. So Strava is an app that I actually just recently got into. This isn't an app really meant for the gym, it's meant more for outdoor activities. And the main reason that I choose Strava over other Map My Run type apps in the App Store is the fact that Strava just has so many options when it comes to what you want to do for an outdoor activity. It literally has everything from walk, run, to bike, to snowshoeing. There's even an option for a wheelchair. Like, you can't beat the endless amount of options that Strava has when it comes to outdoor activities. It's just like literally anything you can think of, it probably exists in Strava. And so similar to other Map My Route or Map My Activity apps, there's the ability to do a like function, which Strava calls kudos. So you can give kudos to friends that you follow on activities they've done. You can see what they've done and you yourself. You can join groups. So it's got a lot of the similar functions as other Map My Activity apps. Like I said, the only reason I really choose this one over others is just its sheer capability to track so many different outdoor activities that you're doing. So the fourth app that I would recommend on this list of fitness apps is MyFitnessPal. Now, similar to the Strava app, MyFitnessPal isn't an app I've actually been using a lot lately. I've been trying to focus more on intuitive eating and not so much on calorie counting and stressing so much on calorie counting. But when it comes to counting your calories and focusing on what you're actually putting in your body, MyFitnessPal is great for that. And the reason I would choose MyFitnessPal over other calorie trackers is just its vast library of food choices, either submitted by other users or already submitted through Under Armour's database. With MyFitnessPal, you can also set goals to say, I only want to eat 2,300 calories in a day, and of those 2,300 calories, I want 50% to come from carbs, 25% to come from protein, and 25% from fat. And with that, MyFitnessPal will spit out how many grams it recommends you eat from each of those macro categories within a day at that 2,300 calorie limit. The only knock I would give MyFitnessPal, and I actually understand why they do it, but I would still mark it as a con, is the fact that if you do any weight exercises, it doesn't track it towards your overall caloric goal. So let's say you walk so many feet in a day, it'll actually mark down and say like you've burnt 100 calories, let's say. So if you had 23 calories to start off with, because you burnt those 100, you actually have 2,400 for the day to still meet your caloric goal for the day. Now let's say I go and do an hour weightlift session, it doesn't track any of that and count it towards your caloric count for the day. And I understand why they do it. It's because they have no idea the intensity of your workout, how much you lifted, how long you rested between each workout, how much of it was actually you were in, like your heart was in an aerobic state or like a cardio state. So I can get why they don't track it. But like I said, it's a con for me, only because if you really do an intensive weightlifting workout, you might have actually burnt way more calories than you know. And if you don't have something like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch to track how many calories you're burning through heart rate, you have really no idea, and you could potentially be in way more of a deficit than you actually realize because of not being able to accurately track your workout. And the last app that I believe to be a best of fitness app is Spotify and iTunes. So I know this app is totally cheating when it comes to fitness apps, because it's not really a fitness app, but I still believe that music apps or music services are crucial to working out. For me personally, music is huge. I love having music when I'm working out. It really helps keep me engaged, especially when I'm about to do a lift that I know is really heavy or definitely at the top of my upper limits. I don't know if anyone else out there does this, but sometimes I'll actually select specific songs when I know I'm about to do a lift that's basically like my 1 rep max. I'll pick a song or go to a specific part of a song that I know like really gets me going so that I can do the workout. Don't say I'm not the only one. But like I said, I know this app's kind of cheating, but it also isn't. Studies have actually shown that when participants are listening to music, especially with a higher beat per measure or BPM, while doing low to moderate intensity exercises, actually do see a bump in their overall performance. So there you have it. Those are the 5 apps that I believe are the best fitness apps of 2019. If you guys like this video, show it some love by hitting the like button and leave a comment below letting me know what your favorite fitness app to use is. And as always, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get updates on when I'm uploading my next video. Thanks for watching.